Are you fed up with the never-ending diets and the constant struggle to reduce your weight? Have you ever heard of fasting in cycles, also known as intermittent fasting? This well-known way of eating is not only an effective method for reducing body fat, but it also offers a variety of other positive health effects. In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 benefits of intermittent fasting. 10. Lose weight and belly fat. As a method for shedding excess pounds, fasting on and off at regular intervals has seen a surge in popularity in recent years. The ability of intermittent fasting to assist individuals in losing weight, and more specifically body fat, is one of the most significant advantages associated with the practice. When you don't eat for a period of time, your body enters a state called ketosis, which means it starts using stored fat for fuel instead of the glucose that comes from carbohydrates. This process may result in a reduction in body fat, particularly in the area around the waistline, which is connected with an increased risk of health concerns such as cardiovascular disease and diabetes. In addition, studies have shown that practicing intermittent fasting can boost metabolic rate, which in turn can lead to an increase in the total number of calories that are burned during the day. In addition, research has demonstrated that practicing intermittent fasting can help lower insulin resistance, which is one of the risk factors for developing type 2 diabetes. By lowering insulin resistance, the body will be able to more effectively regulate blood sugar levels, which will lead to an overall improvement in health. It has also been shown that intermittent fasting can help reduce inflammation in the body, which has been associated with a wide variety of chronic diseases such as Alzheimer's disease and heart disease. When the immune system of the body reacts to what it perceives to be a threat, such as toxins or diseases, this can result in inflammation. Individuals have the potential to lower their risk of developing chronic diseases by lowering inflammation in their bodies through the practice of intermittent fasting. 9. Reduced risk of diabetes. The number of people who are told they have diabetes type 2 continues to climb. It has been demonstrated that the practice of intermittent fasting can significantly reduce insulin resistance within the body, which in turn can result in a general decrease in blood sugar levels. Blood sugar levels dropped by between 3 and 6% and insulin levels dropped by between 20 and 31% in participants who took part in studies examining the effects of intermittent fasting. The development of type 2 diabetes can be avoided to some extent by engaging in intermittent fasting. 8. Improve the health of your heart. Heart disease is currently the leading cause of death throughout the world. There is evidence that intermittent fasting can reduce the likelihood of developing various risk factors for cardiovascular disease. Blood pressure and cholesterol are two of the most important risk factors for heart disease, and both can be significantly lowered and brought under better control with the help of intermittent fasting. 7. Improves brain function. By the practice of intermittent fasting, one is able to boost levels of the vital hormone known as brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It is well established that a lack of BDNF can lead to a range of mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and an increase in the symptoms of ADHD. Also, there is a decreased likelihood of developing Alzheimer's disease when one engages in intermittent fasting. It accomplishes this by enhancing connections in the hippocampus and defending against the formation of amyloid plaques. 6. Reduce the level of blood pressure. It has been discovered that practicing intermittent fasting can have a beneficial effect on one's blood pressure. The main causes of death around the world are heart disease and stroke, and high blood pressure is a key risk factor for both of these conditions. According to the findings of certain studies, intermittent fasting may be able to assist reduce the levels of blood pressure as well as the risk of these major health problems. According to the findings of one study, practicing intermittent fasting can lead to considerable drops in both the systolic and diastolic readings of blood pressure. Another study demonstrated that performing it helps to lower inflammation in the body, which is a factor that can contribute to a variety of health issues, including high blood pressure. Well, do you like what you are seeing so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep watching because you don't want to miss what we have at the number 1 spot. 5. Decrease the risk of cancer. Intermittent fasting has been found to have potential benefits in reducing the risk of cancer and mitigating some of the negative side effects of chemotherapy. The practice of intermittent fasting involves limiting food intake for a certain period of time, which can lead to a reduction in obesity, elevated insulin levels, and inflammation, all of which are risk factors for cancer. Research has shown that intermittent fasting can help to delay the onset and progression of malignant tumors. A study conducted on mice found that intermittent fasting reduced the incidence of breast cancer and extended the lifespan of the mice by up to 45%. Another study found that intermittent fasting reduced the risk of colon cancer in mice. In addition, intermittent fasting has been found to have potential benefits for those undergoing chemotherapy. Chemotherapy often causes side effects such as fatigue, nausea, and a weakened immune system. Intermittent fasting has been found to reduce these side effects in animal studies, potentially by reducing the inflammation caused by chemotherapy. 4. Enhance the quality of your sleep. Moreover, intermittent fasting has been shown to aid improve the quality of sleep. If you eat late at night, your body will have to work harder to digest the meal, which may make it difficult for you to fall asleep or stay asleep. On the other hand, intermittent fasting enables your body to enter a state of rest and repair during the nighttime fasting phase, which can assist to improve the quality of your sleep. Intermittent fasting is associated with improved health outcomes. The circadian rhythm is an internal clock that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. Studies has indicated that intermittent fasting can assist to regulate this rhythm, which is the internal clock that governs your sleep-wake cycle. This can assist to enhance the timing of your sleep and waking cycles, which can lead to improved sleep quality as well as sleep that is more restful. In addition, there is evidence that intermittent fasting can assist in the regulation of the levels of hormones such as melatonin and cortisol, both of which are important in the process of sleep. Intermittent fasting can assist to promote better sleep quality and lower the risk of sleep disorders such as insomnia by balancing the hormones that are involved in the process of sleep. It is essential to keep in mind, however, that while beginning a routine of intermittent fasting, it is possible for some individuals to first struggle with sleep disruptions. The pains of hunger or a change in the timing of meals are frequently to blame for this disruption in their normal sleep pattern. The quality of sleep, on the other hand, tends to get better as the body gets used to the new food schedule. 3. Stress and inflammation should be reduced. The body's defense mechanism against infection is known as inflammation. Diabetes, inflammatory bowel syndrome, and multiple sclerosis are among the conditions that can be brought on by excessive inflammation in the body. Research has proven that there are additional benefits of intermittent fasting outside merely the decrease of weight. One of the most important advantages is its capacity to lower levels of stress and inflammation throughout the body. It has been demonstrated that going without food for an extended period of time causes our bodies to manufacture a chemical known as brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which has been found to improve brain function and reduce inflammation. The stress hormone cortisol, which can have a negative impact on our health when it is constantly raised, is one of the hormones that can be reduced by the practice of intermittent fasting. The body's reaction to a wound or an infection is inflammation, which is a natural process. On the other hand, chronic inflammation has been connected to a wide variety of health issues, including diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. According to a number of studies, the generation of cytokines that contribute to inflammation can be decreased through the practice of intermittent fasting, which has been proven to reduce overall levels of inflammation in the body. This decrease in inflammation may bring about improved health outcomes and a lower risk of developing chronic disease. A further benefit of intermittent fasting is that it has been demonstrated to lower oxidative stress, which is brought on by an imbalance in the body between the levels of free radicals and antioxidants. Oxidative stress is a factor in the development of chronic disease and can cause harm to the cells of the body. Intermittent fasting may assist to enhance general health and minimize the chance of developing chronic diseases by lowering the levels of oxidative stress in the body. 2. Boost the detoxification processes of the body. Your body and mind need a break from the constant processing of what you are swallowing, and taking a break from eating provides that respite. Because of this, the body has more time to devote to the process of detoxification and to direct nutrients to the places where they will be most helpful. This method of boosting detoxification leads to an improvement in your metabolism, which, in turn, makes it easier to shed unwanted pounds. The body's natural ability to detox is called autophagy, and it is stimulated by fasting. Autophagy involves the elimination of cells that are not functioning properly and their subsequent recycling. 1. Increase life expectancy. By modifying the geometry of the mitochondria and the networks that connect them, intermittent fasting can be used as a tool to manipulate mitochondria, which are the cell structures that produce energy. Dietary restraint helps keep mitochondria in their youthful fused state, which is maintained by keeping the mitochondria in this form. This enhances communication networks with various organelles in the body, which in turn increases their capacity to metabolize fats and spend energy, which in turn slows down the aging process. So, that's it for today's video. What do you think of the #1 spot? Hit us up in the comments and let's chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for our channel so you never miss what's coming next from us. Thanks for watching.